guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ella. Welcome, nice to meet you. I'm gonna make a video today about some things that I have been doing that I found helpful to make me feel a little bit better in these times, because I don't know about you, but in England we've just gone back into lockdown for a month, possibly more, so it's back to kind of square one, it feels, and I think people's mental health is struggling. I know mine certainly is. I don't know how it is in the rest of the world right now. Let me know if you're from another country, if you're from America or anywhere else. Let me know how it is where you are, because I'd be interested to know. But yeah, there's just a few things that you can do, really simple. These might seem completely obvious to some people, and like, I'm telling you how to do the most basic thing, which I am, but these things actually really help make me feel better. And it's so easy when you're feeling really down to forget that there are things that can make you feel just that little bit better to how you was feeling. There's something that can always make you feel just a little bit more like calm or refreshed or whatever it is. And I'm going to tell you some of the things that I've been doing. Before I start, guys, if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, or if you've watched some of my videos before and you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's go. Okay, so I have to put this as the first thing because this is my go-to. I love doing this when I'm feeling happy, when I'm feeling sad, when my muscles are aching, whatever the reason, a bath is the best thing I can do for myself. Any time of the day, any time of the night, whenever I feel like it, a really good bubble bath is always going to make you feel just that little bit better. I like to go out, and I actually go to Savers if you're in the UK, and I buy really cheap, I mean, in Boots and stuff they're much more expensive, but I buy bath salts and a lot of bubble bath. I kind of stock up when I go, all in one go, buy enough to last me like a good couple of weeks worth of baths, and then I have what feels like really luxurious baths. I put candles around the outside, and it doesn't cost that much because, like I say, I get them quite cheap from Savers. And it's just a really easy and effective way to make you feel like you're pampering yourself a little bit. Stay in there for as long as you want, maybe even put something on your phone, like if you can balance your phone somewhere and watch something, or bring your laptop in and watch something in the bath. If you get a little bit bored in baths, I find that's really good to do, or you can read. And I always come out of the bath feeling so much better. Recently I've moved into this, well, not recently, actually, like in June last year, I moved into this flat. And I remember when we were looking, me and my boyfriend was like, do you really need a bath? Like, this place is really nice, it's just got a shower. I was like, I need a bath. I need a bath. And now he is a full, like, convert. He loves a bath as well now, whereas he never used to have baths and he's realised like how important they are for me as well. I said to him the other day, I was like, do you really think we could have moved somewhere without a bath? He was like, no. I think you'd be really grumpy without a bath. I was like, yeah. Number 2, I would say, is go for a walk. Honestly, almost no matter what the weather, walking for 5 or 10 minutes is bound to make me, at least, feel better. And I'm sure it would do the same for you. Especially if you're living in a little flat like I am. I'm living in a flat in London. I don't have any access to the garden. So technically I could go like a good solid 5 days without going outside. And I just don't think that's good for the brain, you know. I think just getting out, going for a walk, even if it's walking to the shops and back, if you've got some shops local, like some food shops or whatever, and you need to go and get some food, and you can walk instead of drive, just do that. And it might seem cold, make sure you're wrapped up really well, make sure you're wearing appropriate like gear. I recently got some new hiking boots that I literally wear for like longer walks, and they are so good. And just walking and listening to your favourite podcast or some music, or if you're living with someone, go for a walk with them, can just be a really good way to get your exercise in, because if you're not working out at home and you're not making an effort to work out, then you might not be doing any sort of exercise, and that's also pretty important just for your mental health. So even if it's just a gentle 5 or 10 minute walk, you'll come back and then you can have your hot bath and you'll be feeling a hell of a lot better. Number 3, this is a little bit of a, I guess like some people could see it silly, but my number 3 is painting your nails. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl or non-binary, anybody can paint their nails, and I have the most disgusting hands. I pick my skin around my fingers and it's just like a big thing. Like I just, really don't like my hands, but I find when I'm stressed, I pick my skin and bite my nails more, or when I'm low or down, I also just do it whenever as well. But if I have some nail polish on, it makes me feel a little bit better about my hands, and it makes me like, whenever I look down, I'm like, oh, nice nails. And also it stops me picking them so much. So just grab some nail polish and paint your nails. Also, it feels like you're pampering yourself again. And for me, that is like the biggest part of self-care, is feeling like I am pampering myself. Number 4, as I mentioned before, if you're not actually making the proper effort to, you might not be exercising. And although it feels like the last thing you want to do, it does make you feel better. I hate to say it, it does. Even if it's a 15-minute very gentle yoga stretch, or if it's a half an hour HIIT workout, or if it's a half an hour jog, whatever it may be, just get up and start moving your body. You can even get up with the aim of doing, like, if you're feeling really low, just get up and be like, right, I'm going to do 5 minutes. I'm going to do 5 minutes of whatever workout. It could just be stretching. It could be anything. And almost all the time when I start, even if I'm like feeling really gross and don't want to do any workout at all, when I start, I end up just going for longer than what I was originally planning to, unless I originally planned to do like a hard workout. If that's the case, I'm usually like, fuck that, I never want to do that again. So I guess probably aiming lower is a little bit easier on the mental health. And then once you start working out, you feel that serotonin and you want to carry on. I also highly recommend the Couch to 5K app. I haven't been jogging in a little while. I was not a jogger at all, but I did this app and I ended up actually really enjoying it. I made it almost to the end. I think I made it to like week 7, where I was doing like a 28-minute jog or something crazy. That just blows my mind because that is not me. And now, like when the weather's nice, I'm like, oh, I should go out for a jog. Probably not gonna today, but I should, because I know how good it made me feel after. So yeah, just get up, do a little bit of exercise, it'll make you feel so much better. Number 5 is make sure you're having at least one really good, big, nutritious meal a day. For me, it's usually dinner. Usually I skip lunch. I have like a late breakfast. I don't need lunch because I've got up so late most days. And then I have a big dinner. I've recently made a new Instagram account with lots of vegan dinner ideas, actually. I'll link it down below. It might give you some ideas of the sort of stuff that I make. But I always find, just the process of cooking as well, once you learn to enjoy it, it can be really therapeutic. And then having a nutritious, really well balanced, delicious meal in front of you after feels like you've done something for the day. And if you've kind of made a good meal, that's at least, for me at least, feels like, right, I've accomplished something today. Like I made that and that was really good. So yeah, I would say just try and get in at least one really good, well-rounded, big meal a day. And then your breakfast and lunch can be obviously just something like a little bit more simple, like cereal. And lastly, something recreational. So I bought a ukulele at the beginning of the first lockdown, and have I played it? No, not even once. It's actually so embarrassing. Oh, it's so bad. What a waste of money. I will play it eventually, but my mind has just been flipping from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. So I've been doing my tie-dye bedding, sat on one now. This is a really old one, but I've been like selling them on Etsy. I started doing some embroidery, and I made like an embroidery rainbow for my niece Grace for Christmas. on like a canvas. And then recently for Christmas, my boyfriend got me this colouring book. It's like a psychedelic colouring book and it looks phenomenal. And so I know for sure this is going to be the next thing that I fill up my time with. I'll just give you a little brief look. And then inside has lots of beautiful psychedelic style drawings that you can colour in. So I actually bought some watercolour pens and I'm probably going to give that a go today. It's so intricate and this sort of stuff you can get lost in and be doing for hours, so I'm probably going to do that later actually. That'll fill up some time of mine. But anything else that you could think of, yeah, so learning a new skill of any sort, learning a new language, that's a big one. Some of my friends have been learning Spanish and I am very impressed because I'm not sure I could do that. I did start to learn Spanish once, but I think I'd need quite a lot of like drive and patience and like determination for that, and I feel like that's kind of been sucked out of me recently. So something a little bit more easy, like reading, drawing, making video even, cleaning the house I've been really enjoying, and organising stuff. Just try and find something that's gonna fill a few hours of your day with something that you actually either enjoy doing or really enjoy the end result. That will make you feel a lot more accomplished and like you've kind of done something with your day, and you go to bed feeling a little bit better, a little bit more satisfied with what you've done with your day. So yeah, those are my very, very simple tips of some things you can do to kind of help you feel a little bit better, some self-care stuff you can do in these very strange times. Try and keep your hopes up, guys. I know it's so much easier said than done. I am like well aware of that. But we just got to think, you know, imagine when things get back to normal. Whenever that may be, just imagine that first like meal out that's like back to normal. Imagine going out to like a club. Imagine going to a theatre, to cinema. Imagine all of that and have that as like your apple dangling at the end of your, actually not apple, your bottle of wine dangling at the end of your like long journey, and it doesn't matter how far ahead it is, you'll get to it eventually. And so we've just got to keep our sights on the good things that are to come and do anything we can really to get through these more difficult and challenging times. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and I will see you in the next video. Bye.